Alright, so as you may or may not know, a cross can be solved in 8 moves, no matter what. I think the average move count is 6 for a cross, and I'm gonna see if we can get the efficiency down on people's solves. I'm color neutral, but I'll just do everything on white because, you know, everyone's like white cross solving. Okay, so the first thing I would notice would be this one is opposite of the color it needs to be. The technique that most people use in solving a cross is they solve it on the bottom always, and then instead of solving it directly in the places where it's supposed to go, so where this red one's supposed to be, they could do something like solving it where they'd have to turn it once on this down layer or twice after they're done, so it's going to be misaligned, and you'll have to learn how to learn the color scheme a little bit, like knowing that red goes to the left of green. Anyways, so I was saying, you can see that we have this green edge right here opposite of where it needs to go on this blue one, and then we have this red one that's lined up on this centerpiece, and then there's this other blue one opposite of where it needs to go back here, and then there's this orange one on this same center. So if I was to do a cross like this, I would do a back to get this one to the bottom layer right there, and then I would mess this up, and I would make it because it's on the side facing out like this, it can change to the opposite center, and it'll be opposite. And then I also moved this to the top layer, so I'm going to do a U and then move that to the bottom layer, and you'll see that all of my edges are opposite of where they need to go, so I just do a D2 and I'm done. What's common practice also would be to try to get a ton of different things on the same face. Like if we had, we're going to do this cross right here, basically everything's on the same face. The only thing that you're going to need to know is that, so you have this red one on this face, so that you can just turn this one down to get it to this white piece right there, and this blue one's also like that. This is, green one's the only one that's different. And then, yeah, this orange one, you can you could move it up to the layer if you wanted to, and I want to. So if you were to move them all to the same layer like that, so you have 3 right here, you could move this orange one so it's down here. Then you'd also be moving this green one up to this side layer up here, so you could move it down to the bottom layer. You could either, you could move it down because it's going to be to the left of this orange. And then I'm going to do a D2 because this red goes opposite of it, and then R2, and then a D to move all 3 of those centers into the correct place, and then R to move this back down, this blue one down. Let's see. Okay, this one's not really great. Maybe it's all right. So one thing I think I'd do would be, right, if you have one piece right here that's on a centerpiece, and then another one that's kind of like facing out. It's kind of on this centerpiece, so you can move it down like that. What you can do if you have something that's flipped on the top layer, you can, well, first of all, this orange piece needs to go to, yeah, I guess it is the left of this blue piece right here. So where it is good. But we need to move this red one to the right of this blue one. So what we do is we'd move this part right up here to the top there so that we can switch this misaligned piece all the way over here, and then we'd switch it back so that we can move this orange one to the left side of this blue one and this red one to the right side of this blue one, and then we'd move this blue one down, and then we do a D to allow us to go ahead and do an R2 to get that green one down, and then we do a D2 to realign all of them. I'm not okay, sure. Why am I solving this? I don't know. I kind of just feel like it. Okay, and then let's see what we have for this. Okay, we have a couple things. Alright, so what I would do for this one, I'd notice that there's this red one that's opposite of where it needs to go, and then there's also this blue one that's opposite of where it needs to go. And there's also an orange one on the center and on the top layer. If something's on the top layer, you can just go ahead and move it to its corresponding center and just move it when the time comes. And we also have a green one on this center with this red one, so that we could start, we're going to start by moving this orange one over to this orange center, and then after that we're going to move this blue one down to be matched on this layer, cross layer, so these are both opposite. And we know that we need the green to be opposite of this blue, so we're going to do a D inverse to get this so we can turn this green cross down, and then we're going to do another D so we can align all three of them, and then we can just move this orange one down from where it was. Yeah. What else would I say? Ah, yes. There's one other situation. Oh, actually there's two. Or actually, infinite, really. Okay. Oh, cool, this is cool. Alright. So I can see that I need this green one to go opposite of this red one, so I could just move it to the side of this red one right here, and then I'm gonna see that I have this orange one back here on the top layer. Yeah, it's orange on the top back layer, and I also have this blue one on the top layer. That's kind of misaligned or flipped, whatever. So I could move it so that this blue one would go on top of this red one, I guess, then I can move both of them. So, and then once I move this red one down this layer, then I have this blue one aligned, and I have this green one aligned, because this green one was flipped, and then this blue one was up here. And then I also kind of aligned this orange one over here when I did that inverse U. So I'm going to go ahead and do that kind of thing. And then I'm going to do an L2. Okay. Oh yeah, the thing I was going to say. Then there's kind of situations where you can easily make M moves, kind of. M-based moves. So I could get two things that are across from each other. See, this blue one is across from where the this green one needs to be, and then I could easily make this orange one and this red one across from where they need to be. So I could just do an L, F, L, so that these are just across from where they need to be, and I could do an R2 and a U2 to get both of these where they need to be exactly. And then I could switch this red one down, this orange one down, something like that, and D, and R, and a L thing. Hold on. Okay. So if we were to have, I have self cross right now. If you have, well, the green usually goes to the left of orange, but in this case, if you look at two flipped edge pieces on the top layer, then you'll see that this orange one's going to be on the left of this green, and what that allows you to do is once you move this green one down to its corresponding center, that when you move it to the bottom layer, that you also align this one right here, and then yeah, that's cool and stuff. And then you can kind of just get yourself into that situation using like adding one away, U, like an RUR thing, an RU2R. And then what was the other thing I was gonna say? Oh yeah, it's U width. That's pretty useful. I gotta come up with a situation that's gonna be useful there though. Okay. I'm just gonna devise something. Okay. So if you have like, so what I had was so these three centers right here, this one, and this one are solved. If you were to have all three of those solved, but then also have this green one right here, what you could do is you could just do a U width and align all three of these centers, and then also move this on this right layer. Because if you have something on the right layer, you can just do an R2 to put it into the right place. Or it's easier if you have something that's R2 rather than F2. And then what else was I gonna say? That's about it. Practicing helps. Being color neutral helps a lot. I mean, I might be a color neutral fanatic, but that just might be me. Oh, I know what I was gonna say. Okay. What is it? I can do, yeah, I can do that. Alright, does this work for me? Alright, yeah. Oh, this is a really cool situation. Right, everything's kind of like facing you, like the cross, except it's on the wrong layer. In this case, there's this orange one across from the red one, and this green one across from this blue one. Actually, all I need to do is I can move both of these onto this orange center, and then once they're on this orange center, I can move this red one down, and then I know that this green one needs to go to the left of this orange one, so I can just move that one down, and then I can also move this blue one down. It's actually not what I was going to intend to say. What was it? What was it? It was like, okay, yeah. If you have something like this, where there's this red one down here, you kind of need to go to the left over here, and then you have this orange one lined up. You also have this green one right here, or if you have some variants of it, like two of the same color that are supposed to go on, two opposite of colors, and then one random color. You can align one of them with its center, and then if this top one goes to the left of it, you can just put it on above it, and then you can align it with this center, and then you can align that one, and that's all stylish and stuff, I guess. That's stylish. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of hate crosses like these. I usually just go to a different side. Oh wow, that's a really easy orange cross. Yeah, I did the orange cross, my bad. Like, oh, as I was saying, I might have not been saying this. Maybe it was, I don't know. Oh, this is kind of cool. Both of these are in the right place, this blue one and this green one. This orange one's kind of aligned over here. It's going to be really awkward. Actually, I think I'm going to do something like, so I'm going to do a U kind of thing, and I'm going to move both of these to this top layer, and then move them so they're on their corresponding centers. And I would probably normally do it so that both of these were facing down, and then do an M2, because if I have two that are facing up and aligned, then I can just do an M2, and that's super quick. Oh, wait, I almost thought of something, but I don't think I did. Darn. Just darn. Oh, my bad. I need to explain, don't I? Okay. So, oh wow, this is awesome. No, don't do an extended cross. Okay, if you don't know, extended cross is doing your first pair while you're doing a cross, but that's pretty advanced-ish. Alright, so this blue one's lined up with the green opposite of where it needs to go. This green one's on this top layer right here. And this orange one can be pretty readily turned, like way over here to this red one, and the opposite also. So what I would do is I would move this red one that's way back here on the top layer, so it'd be above this blue one, so that I can make this one opposite, this red one opposite also. And then I also at the same time, by doing this U, I'd be moving this green one opposite of where it needs to go, and then do an inverse F. And then I would also have this orange one down here that I would do like a little back move, and then I would move this green one down like that. And then if you do have a corner like this, it's already in its slot, then what you can do, it's not all that convenient right now, but you can put it into just the edge into its slot, so that when you move the corner piece back over there, you'll have that pair. But don't worry about that. I wouldn't worry about that. Actually, I do worry about that. I kind of changed my mind. My bad. What was I doing? Oh, that's right, I wasn't solving it. I'm pretty sure those are all the tips. Maybe. Yeah. Oh.